Music Theory 102, playing in key. What in the world does it mean to play in key? You've heard people say, this is in the key of G, this is in the key of C. What are they talking about? All right? So whatever key you're in, whatever key you choose, that's one. That's home base. That's the resolution of all musical tension. That's what it means. So we have 7 notes. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right? And we have our accidentals, our sharps and flats, which give us 12 keys, 12 possible keys. If you start on B flat, B flat's 1. If you're in the key of F sharp's 1. Wherever you start, that's 1. That's what key you're in. So you're going to have a 1 chord, which is a chord built off of whatever tonic you chose, and you have a chord built on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, and on 7. All right? Now, all these chords serve a specific function relative to their tonic. Some go towards the tonic, some go away. Some create tension, some help to resolve tension. Some just kind of hang there and create a weird sound, But the reason that, there are so many songs that are so popular, that are hits, that have, say, a G, a C, and a D in them, is because that progression, that assemblage of those chords serves a specific function which we really like as listeners, all right? So check this out. So whatever key you're in, again, you're building a root off seven chords. You have 7 scale degrees, and there's a chord off each one. We're going to go into how you build these scales later, but for right now, just look at what I have up here, and this is the key of C, all right? So you see a C, a D minor, an E minor, an F major, a G major, an A minor, and a B diminished. Don't worry about B diminished yet. We'll get there. Just don't worry about it. What you want to see here is that your 1, your 4, and your 5 chord are major. Your 2, 3, and 6 are minor. Always. That's the deal. Always. You can start on any key anywhere. Your 1, 4, and 5 are major. 2, 3, and 6 are minor. And they each serve a specific function. So, if we're in the key of C, I'm choosing this. It's arbitrary. C is 1. This is home base. This is, again, you've resolved all musical tension. When you get here, you've arrived back home. This is like the end of a sentence, right? So I'm going to play a little ditty for you, and I'm going to talk you through some of these changes, and you're really going to understand the function of these chords. The first progression up here is a 1, 4, 5. So I'm playing all major chords. So in C, that's going to be C is 1, F is 4, and G is 5. So check this out. So C. So this is home. Please forgive the ridiculous country thing. Now when I go to 4, right, it's a major chord, right? But it's really going to sound like it goes away from home, right? You hear it? And when I go back to 1, that's my C, right? I'm home. Again, 4. Really sounds like you went away. Now check this out. What about the 5 chord? That wants to go somewhere, right? That doesn't sound static. And where does it want to go? Back home. So your 1 chord, that's your home base. That's your tonic. Whenever you get back to your 1, you resolve. That's where you are. That's where you started. That's what key you're in. All right? Your 4 always wants to go away, and your 5 always wants to come home. Now, what about the minor chords? If you look at this next progression, we have a 1, 6, 2, 5. Okay? So in the key of C, you're going to have C, C major, your 6, A minor, 2 is D minor, and 5 is G major. So what do the minor chords function? Now, again, we're going to go into this more in detail in the future, but your 6th chord, your minor chord, is the exact opposite of your 1 chord. It's complete contrast. So again, sticking with the ridiculous country theme, I'm telling a story right now. It's like a ballad. So everything's going good, I'm having a good time, and then everything goes wrong. Here's your 6 minor chord, right? Complete contrast. Now, I'm going to go to my 2 chord. That's D minor. So still minor, but it's like it wants to go somewhere. It's like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Now it implies the walk to the 5 chord, right? And you know the 5 chord wants to go home. Pretty cool. So that's just the key of C. But it's important to realize that I didn't just play a C major chord, and a G major chord, and an A major chord. I played a 1 chord. I played a 5 chord. I played a 6 minor chord. They all serve as a function. So here's what I mean. I'm going to change the key. If you look up here, I've thrown the key of G up there, right? So now you're going to see G, C, and D are major. Your 1, 4, and 5, right? And then your 2, 3, and 6 are going to be A, B, and E, minor. So we're going to do the same 2 progressions. And we're going to have G and C are in the same key as in the key of C, but you're going to see that the functions have changed. So look, here's your G. This is our key now. This is 1. Erase C. This is 1. This is our key, G. So now we're going to do 1, 4, 5. So it's going to be home, away, wants to go home. So here's our G. So this is our key now. Here's our 4 chord, wants to go away. Hear it? 5 really wants to go home, right? Same function, different key. Now let's do the 1, 6, 2, 5. So that'll be G major, E minor, A minor, and D major. So we're going to tell the same story. We're in G. Everything's going fine, right? Now remember, our 6 minor chord is the exact opposite because something went wrong, right? Now when we go to our 2 minor chord, A minor, still minor, still sad, but it's like there's that light at the end of the tunnel kind of deal. And when you go to D, it's our 5 chord, which really wants to go home. That's what it means to play in key. You have the progression that you want that serves that specific function in relationship or in relation to the root, to the key, to the tonic. But you can move, you can change the key wherever you want. Your 1, 4, and 5s are always major. 2, 3, and 6s are always minor. We'll get to diminished. We'll get to 7. Just realize that every chord serves a purpose. Every chord has a function. And it's important when you start listening to this stuff to be an active listener. Say to yourself, wow, that resolved. That created tension. That sort of resolved tension. It wants to go somewhere. Oh, wow, it got there. Be an active listener. Mess around with these. Mess around with progressions. Try a 1, 2, 3 progression. Go and make stuff up. So what I want you to do for this lesson to complete it, play me a 1, 4, 5, a 1, 6, 2, 5 in 2 different keys. Make up a ridiculous country progression. Do whatever. See you.